Hi, my name is Mattia Murray, and welcome to The Longer Road. You are on the longer road if you have multiple intersectional identities that are often marginalized. You've had to work harder to get to the starting line, and you might feel behind. I'm here to provide hope, support, and practical tips, and to let you know that you're not alone. Welcome. Today's title is When the Woo-Woo Finds You. I know a lot of people personally, including myself, who are finding, refinding, reconnecting, or exploring various different approaches and modalities that they may have never considered before, or that they had maybe experienced a bit of and gone, that's too weird, I'm going to put that down. So certainly one of the most obvious examples of this right now is astrology. I know a lot of people are into astrology. I had never really been that into it. I still don't know too much about it. And then I encountered a couple different coaches who use it as a part of their modality, absolutely loved the way that they used it. So anyway, just using that as a general example of something that I had generally kind of poo-pooed in my life and said, no, I'm not interested at all. And now I'm like, oh, there's actually a lot of interesting ways to explore this, even if I don't literally believe that it's true. And that's really one of the main things I want to share today about my own experience is when I was trained as a hypnotist, one of the main things that we work with, or a thing that we use quite a bit, is working with metaphor, imagery. You know, if someone is imagining the pain in their body as a particular shape and color, of course that's not literally true. And at the same time, it is actually one of the easiest ways to work with pain and discomfort is to use these metaphoric approaches where you imagine it in a particular way, and then you imagine something that would feel better, and you just let it morph into that. Anecdotally, because I used to be a massage therapist, when I massage my partner, I sometimes mix in some of this metaphorical language, and I am currently very, very interested in what would happen if someone more intentionally blended hypnosis and massage therapy. I think it would be really, really cool because you're giving people tools to imagine and work through discomfort. So, using that as an example, I know from the hypnosis work that we're explicitly not saying these things are real, right? I'm not saying there is a blue square in your stomach if that's what you're feeling. It's not literal, and at the same time, it's extremely helpful, and it's a lot faster, I think, than purely cerebral verbal processing in certain ways. To be able to notice and work with a variety of senses, including images, including sounds, including just vague feelings that we can't really describe, but that we can still sense and work with enough. So to very clearly state my first point, I don't think it matters if something is real or not, if it's helpful. I think a lot of things are true but not helpful, and a lot of things are helpful but not true. And the truth is a very nebulous concept that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. And again, a lot of those interpretations are the things that are not helpful. And one way that I like to think about truth is that real truth always feels good. It has that ping of rightness in the body. And again, not that every objective fact feels good, because there are lots of facts of things happening in the world that we hate and are miserable, but that the way that I conceptualize how something is true or whether something is true is partly whether my interpretation of it, whether this particular idea has this real ping in my body of feeling like this yes, this deep yes feeling. And if that resonates with you, I think that is the best place to start exploring. And I also think of it as play. So as a child, I still am extremely imaginative. I think imagination and play and exploration are all lovely words for trying out different things, seeing what you like, seeing what resonates with you. Another very popular tool people use are tarot cards and oracle cards. And if you don't know the difference, a tarot deck is a really specific set of images and messages. There's already kind of an existing framework. And then an oracle deck is anything, they can be any concepts, words, images that resonated with the person making it. So there are different oracle decks that are on different themes. And I have a number of different ones. One of my favorite